Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington is a watchdog group, and they just filed a lawsuit against Donald Trump in New York, alleging that he's violating the emoluments clause of the Constitution. So basically what that means is they're claiming he's corrupt and he's doing personal business deals with foreign governments, and you can't do that as president for obvious reasons. You can't be personally financially invested in foreign governments as president of the United States. That is the definition of a conflict of interest, and the idea is, well, you're probably going to do favors for them and look out for them, and your main focus is no longer the American people. So this stuff is basic in the don't do it category and illegal and unconstitutional category. So let me give you some more information on this here. Huffington Post reports, the group points to some of these arrangements around the globe to make its case, including Trump's interests in luxury golf resorts in Scotland and Dubai, residential towers in Turkey, and 2 real estate projects in Indonesia. The president also holds at least an estimated $1 billion in debt, much of it to foreign entities. Trump owes over $300 million in loans to Germany's Deutsche Bank and hundreds of millions to the state-controlled Bank of China, which also leases office space in Trump Tower. They also claim that the president's acceptance of any payments from the foreign entities violates the Constitution. So, this is one of those arguments against Trump that is 100% solid in my opinion. Because all you have to do is imagine what the reaction would be if it was Hillary Clinton who had gotten elected. Now, I do think there would be many liberals who would be hypocritical, and they would say, no, there's nothing to see here that's wrong with Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation and her business dealings worldwide. And they would deflect and they would dodge and they would obfuscate and they would try to pretend like Hillary's doing nothing wrong and there's no pay-to-play corruption going on here with the Clinton Foundation. They would be wrong if they did that. But what would the Republicans say if it was Hillary? They'd say, whoa, what are you, nuts? No, obviously there's pay-to-play corruption going on. She's doing business with the government in Qatar. She's doing business with Saudi Arabia. I mean, we already know Qatar gave $1 million for Bill Clinton's birthday to the Clinton Foundation. And look at that. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton just happened to approve a weapons deal that the money went to Qatar. So my take on it is, I think there's a case Hillary Clinton was violating the emoluments clause in the Constitution, but Donald Trump also is definitely violating the emoluments clause. Did you know he opened up at least 7 new businesses, registered 7 new businesses in Saudi Arabia since he launched his campaign? Well, we can't let you do that. Why would we let you do that? That's insane. Now you have a conflict of interest and you have a personal financial interest in keeping our relationship with Saudi Arabia all hunky-dory. So are you going to care that they declare all atheists terrorists? Are you going to care that they treat women as second-class citizens? Are you going to care that they're slaughtering civilians in Yemen right now? No, you don't care because you care more about your wallet. Same thing in India. What are they doing? Donald Trump had a meeting with real estate moguls in India when he was already elected president. As president-elect, he had that meeting. He's going to make decisions, policy decisions that help him financially. Allegedly, the call from Taiwan also had to do with the fact, remember, there's a one China policy, and China says don't treat them as an independent state. Donald Trump spoke with Taiwan after he won. Now, allegedly, the reason why he did that is because somebody from the Trump administration or somebody from the Trump business reached out to Taiwan weeks before and said, how about we open some hotels over there? So now look at that. Taiwan's calling the U.S. The U.S. is talking to Taiwan. We're saying, hey, isn't it great? I could have a personal business venture there, and now we can be friends and allies. And oh, shit, look at that. I just sparked a trade war with China. Personal financial interests getting in the way of your goddamn job as president of the United States. And also, his debt alone, forget the fact that it's even a foreign countries. What about all the debt that's just to big banks and Wall Street? We discussed this. I find it hilarious that people try to draw that distinction. Oh, if it's to a foreign entity, well, then that's a problem. But if it's to a U.S. entity, totally cool. No, if you're beholden to a multinational corporation based in the U.S., you're beholden to a multinational corporation and not beholden to the American people. So understand that that's the problem. Whether it's debt held to multinational corporations based in the U.S. or individuals or debt held to foreign governments, either way, I'm not okay with it. But it is true that it is unconstitutional when the debt is to foreign governments. And he has that. It's not a question as to whether or not he has that. So if the judge is being objective and fair and evaluating the facts on their own merit in this case, he will be found guilty. So there are many arguments against Trump where I come out and say that's ridiculous. For example, he just recently slapped down TPP, and now some people on the left are suddenly pro-TPP. That's ridiculous. Trump is right in that respect, and you are wrong in that respect. This is an instance where Trump is dead wrong. Trump is violating the Emoluments Clause, and it would take a partisan hack with their head up their own ass not to see it.